Welcome to the episode 7 of the Self-Led Journey podcast with Emma Louise. I am so grateful to have you here today, and I'm very grateful that I have the ability to share and help guide people around me. In today's episode, we are going to talk about burdens and how they affect your life without even realizing it. Throughout our lives, we carry our own burdens and potentially the burdens of our family members as well, and they can have a huge impact on our life. It can impact the way we handle situations, make life decisions, depict on how we want to live our lives. Let me tell you, I have been living with many burdens from my past lives and retained new ones in my current timeline. During my own healing journey, I've managed to let go and release many of these burdens, and now I'm finally able to breathe. For many years, I carried a burden that made me choose which career path I chose at the age of 23 years old. I was carrying somebody else's burden. I was led to believe that I had to work a full-time job in an office working 9 to 5 p.m. to become successful. There was no other way. This was never my burden to carry. This burden was not even this person's burden. This was just generationally passed along. You must work extremely hard to become successful. This was ingrained into the subconscious mind. Except this can be so far from the truth or the reality of anyone's life. If we work extremely hard and burn ourselves out, we don't actually get farther ahead. I am living proof of this. I've been grinding for a long time. And let me tell you, I didn't get farther ahead. In fact, I had to go back in order to get ahead. This came into realization when I lost the house to foreclosure. We worked extremely hard and didn't get the end result because we weren't in alignment with our life path. You can spend your whole life working towards something that will never come into fruition. I carried this with me for so long, thinking if I did what my parents did, I would get ahead. In fact, it was quite the opposite. Yes, I work full-time in an office, working office hours, and I'm very appreciative of this. But the reason why I have risen higher is because I'm following my life path alongside. You may think that I'm working more now. Absolutely not. This isn't work for me. This is absolute fulfillment and doesn't feel like a job. When you find your life path and drop the burdens, your job in this society doesn't feel like work. It feels like an accomplishment over and over. When I dropped the family burden of grinding till you're dead in the ground, I freed myself from a lifetime of misery. Everyone has some sort of burden that was passed down the family lineage, and you as the adult can choose differently. We can all choose the burdens we don't want to carry that are preventing us from reaching our highest potential. Yes, the process was hard to let go and took a lot of forgiveness and healing with love. But it's harder to live in the old, outdated way of thinking and feeling than it is to let go of something that was never mine to begin with. We don't have to carry the load of others. It's our choice. Learning yourself in the process is beautiful because you learn a whole other version of you that you didn't even know existed. Then when you look back, you think, what was I thinking? I digress. Another burden of mine for a very long time was people pleasing. People pleasing can derive from worrying about what others think of you. When you worry about this, you end up being someone you are not to make other people happy. If you have been or are a people pleaser, this can be extremely exhausting. I felt if I could make everyone happy, then I would be happy. I felt like if I could be there for everyone, maybe someday someone will reciprocate it back to me. This was completely far from the truth. I can 100% tell you this has never happened. The day I started choosing me and started people pleasing myself is the day when someone started showing up for me. That someone was me. The only person in this world that can make you happy is you. You know yourself better than anyone else does. This allows you to be the happiest person ever. You meet your own expectations, you meet your wants and needs. There is zero room for disappointment unless you let yourself down, but then you just pick back up and try again. I was a pro at people pleasing, so I became a pro at pleasing myself. When I poured back into myself and stopped putting everyone else's needs first, I changed my own world into the best version of me. I started attracting the beautiful people I have in my world. I started attracting them because you attract what you want to receive. I was open to receiving the beauty because they saw how much I loved me. In order to figure out which burdens you are carrying, you must go deep within and see what fits or aligns with how your body feels. This is not the moment to judge yourself, it's the moment to realize what you want from this life. It's the moment to take your life back and make it burden-free, a fresh start into something spectacular. When you enter this process of letting go and realize which burdens you are carrying, it's extremely important that you don't start playing victim. This is not the time to go back in your journey. This is the time to process what did I learn from this? How can I use this life lesson as a guideline to move forward in my life? It's important to process the emotions and release them. If we ignore them or push them away, it makes burdens feel very strong and harder to release. We can all process these emotions and release them. It's what sets us free, and then we begin to see the light. From today's episode, I want you to take these key notes away with you. Think about what you want from this life and what is stopping you from reaching your highest potential. All burdens can be released with inner work and time. How can we make a difference in our life today by letting go of what is not ours to carry? Start pleasing yourself first. This will grow your confidence, self-love, and abundance in your life. Thank you for listening to today's episode. Please feel free to follow me on my social media where I share daily tips and tricks for healing your inner self to create the leadership mindset. The links are in the description box. And if this episode resonated with you, please feel free to share it with someone who might need to hear it. I look forward to connecting with you in the next episode of the Self-Led Journey podcast. Thank you.